What's up guys, Doomwake here, coming at you with another modern video on the channel. Before we continue, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Please subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined, and be sure to let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the video. We got something spicy for you today. So, for those of you who don't know, on the YouTube channel, we do donation decks every Thursday on the Twitch stream. And it's $20. And what I do is we usually you send me the deck list, we talk it over. You know, if I suggest to make any changes, I'll reach out to you, and we kind of talk it over, and then play the deck through a 5-round league, talk about potential changes after the fact. And I've only been doing Modern for the past few months. I have been considering dipping into other formats, but for now we're just going to stick to Modern. But we have a lot of fun every Thursday, so if you like that kind of stuff, be sure to check out the live streams on Thursday. And this is actually a donation deck that we played live on the stream yesterday. And this deck is sweet. Let me tell you, this deck is sweet. So we're a combo deck. I know it doesn't look like it because we have Aether Vial, Noble Hierarch, and that kind of stuff. But what we're trying to do here is we are trying to cast Celestial Kirin, which is, as you can see on your screen, let me make this a little bit bigger. I don't want to cut off my my beautiful face, though. We could do this. There you go. So it's a 2 white, 3/3 flying. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, destroy all permanents with that spell's mana value. Okay, it's kind of a cool, flavorful card. Well, we're pairing it with Ugin's Conjurant, which is, as you can see, an X casting cost creature, and that happens to be a spirit. So, when you play this for X equals 0 and you have a Celestial Kirin in play, you get to destroy all permanents, not non-land, worth noting, all permanents with that spell's mana value. Well, lands have a mana value of 0, so when you cast Ugin's Conjurant, you get to blow up every land in play. That's the joke. That's the punchline. And the rest of our deck is ways to set up the combo. So we have Ranger Captain of Eos, which goes and finds Ugin's Conjurant. Also worth noting, Ranger Captain of Eos curves so perfectly into Celestial Kirin because you get to Ranger Captain for the Conjurant, turn after, sack the Ranger Captain for the Kirin if you think your opponent's a counterspell, play the Kirin, play the Conjurant, game's over. I guess not game's over. People can beat an Armageddon. Some decks can beat an Armageddon, but it's really tough for them. So that's kind of cool. One thing worth noting about the combo is once Kirin resolves, like if your opponent's not playing counter magic and they just have removal, if they have just a pile of removal up, you play Kirin, you play Conjurant, doesn't matter if they play removal, their lands are still dying, because this trigger's already on the stack. We have Eladamri's Call, which can find either piece of the combo, Conjurant or Kirin. We have a couple of one-ofs to go get with Eladamri's Call as well. We have a Solitude, because there are going to be situations where your opponent kind of plays something underneath you because your Armageddon isn't, it's like a turn 3, turn 4 kind of thing. So you can imagine if your opponent slips in a Tarmogoyf or a Murktide Regent, you're going to want to kill that because your deck doesn't really have big creatures. Your biggest creature is a 3/3. So once you Armageddon, you're trying to beat them with 3/3s and 2/2s, but if they have, a 4/5 Goyf or a 6/6, 7/7, 8/8 Murktide, that could be a little tough. So you want sort of a free removal spell that you can tutor for to be able to clear the board once you've Armageddoned. And then Prelate, which is just a really good card against all the DRC Ragavan decks, shuts off Bolt, Heat, Fatal Push, all that kind of stuff. We have Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, which is like a little disruptive element. It also kind of indirectly protects your combo because if your opponent just has 2 mana up, you can like vial in a Thalia, and then like if you're worried about a 3 mana spell, you can vial in a Thalia and then go for it if you're worried about like a 3 mana counter spell. So it kind of indirectly protects your combo, and it's also just a pretty good beatdown creature. It's good at disrupting your opponent and making it hard for them to double spell, and that's how they can get enough stuff onto the battlefield to beat an Armageddon, right? Skyclave Apparition, which is just a nice clean removal spell. It's really good with Aether Vial because you just get to vial it in, obviously, and that's kind of why we're going with this as our removal spell of choice. Might be have 4 copies, and also worth noting, it's a spirit. So that's an upside and a downside, obviously, because you have other 3-drops in your deck. You have Ranger Captain. But one thing that's really cool that came up, when you Skyclave for 3, kills Lurrus. and there's a lot of Lurrus going around. So if you play the Skyclave for 3, you get to kill the Lurrus and then kill something else with the Skyclave. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Giver of Runes to, again, protect our combo, because you can. It just makes it so you can, like, if you don't have the Conjurant, you can run out the Kirin without fear because you have a Giver in play to protect it. Our removal suite looks very odd, and I will explain. Okay? Oust. 1 Prismatic Ending, 2 Oust. So remember that card that I was talking about earlier, Murktide Regent. Murktide Regent, I think, is probably the single biggest issue for this deck, because it's a card that can, again, get under you, because it can happen before you Kirin. Even if you Ranger Captain out a Kirin so they can't counterspell it, if they have an 8/8 Murktide in play, they don't care about getting Armageddon, because you're not racing an 8/8 Murktide, right? So what we want is we want removal spells that are able to kill anything. And the most common play pattern is you can go, like if you have a Noble Hierarch in play, right? You can cast the Kirin. If you have mana left over, maybe it's turn 4 with a Hierarch. You play the Kirin, you have a mana with the Hierarch, all the lands die, then maybe they float mana, you just move to post-combat, oust their 1 creature, and now you're miles ahead because you both have no lands, but you have a Kirin and they have nothing, right? So that's a common play pattern and why you want to play Oust over Prismatic Ending, just worth noting there. But we do have 1 ending because it is a good card. Noble Hierarch, Aether Vial, pretty standard stuff in a green-white creature combo deck. Not much to say about that. And then the mana base, pretty straightforward stuff. Windswept Teeth, some fetches, some shocks, some plains. You got to make sure you keep up the plains count because we have Flagstone's Utraquer, which is a card that's pretty free to put into your deck. Also, pretty good when you Armageddon yourself. You could make an argument for playing some of the bridges, like the indestructible dual lands from MH2. Problem is they come into play tapped, and you really just want to curve out. So I don't like coming to play tapped lands. And then when we go to the sideboard here, we got Sanctum Prelate. More copies of that when we're playing against DRC Ragavan. We got 1 Sanctifier in Vec, which can be tutored for with Eladamri's Call. That's the nice thing about playing Eladamri's Call, is you get to play some good tutor targets in your sideboard. Come in against Graveyard decks. Rest in Peace, obviously. Get out of here, Living End. Get out of here, Dredge. Even good against Lurrus decks, too. Like, they have Tarmogoyf, they have Lurrus, they have DRC, all that kind of stuff. Kroxa. Kataki War's Wage for Affinity. Hushbringer, which is mostly here for Elementals. Draenith Magistrate, which is here for Cascade. I don't think there's any other matchups you would bring in Draenith. Maybe Bring to Light, but mostly Cascade. Deputy Detention, which is good against decks that don't have a ton of removal and are hard to kill 1/3. So this card's really good against Temur Footfalls. There aren't a ton of decks where it's good in Creature Mirrors, like, you know, tribal, against other tribal decks. There's not that much of that going around, but Lavinia is here for Cascade, but also Elementals, because a very important thing against Elementals is the fact that they can't evoke cast their stuff. Because this is whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter it. So a really powerful tool against Elementals to buy you time to get to the point where you're casting Armageddon. Omnath is another problem, but we have Skyclave, so Skyclave answers Omnath. We got Night of Autumn for Burn and Urza Saga, and just, you know, a really versatile card. Good to have access to with Eladamri's Call. And then Phyrexian Revoker, which is kind of an odd one, but it's good against Tron. It's good against Stoneforge Mystic. It's good against Teferi, Renin 6. Because Planeswalkers are kind of this deck's another issue with this deck. I mean, outside of Skyclave, I guess. But Planeswalkers, like, if you don't have a Skyclave, that's one thing that survives in Armageddon as well. You know, they're harder, sometimes harder to answer than creatures. So Revoker for Planeswalkers is important sometimes, but mostly here for like Stoneforge and that kind of stuff. Like whenever you would want a needle, you know, Revoker's good there too. So that is the deck list, and let me tell you, this was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy the video, and without further ado, I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. All right, so we're on the play. Play with a Thalia, I guess. Thalia into Captain for Conjurant into Kirin, but we need lands. I think I'm going to keep it. Deja vu. Getting closer.
Straight Wraith. We're doing some Asmo stuff? Oh, he's probably just playing boring Living End, right? Thalia's decent against Living End. Boo. I think I have to play Thalia, right? Well, sucks if I play Hierarch and they draw Grief. They can Grief the Thalia. But I could also play Hierarch into Captain, right? Isn't that just better? Yeah, because if I play Hierarch and they draw Grief, both of these stop their turn 3 Living End. Yeah, I'm just going to play Hierarch. It's so much better. Because we have 2 ways to stop their turn 3 Living End. So even if they have Grief, they can only take one of them, right? I'm not going to Am I going to Solitude the Grief? Maybe I should have Solituded the Grief. I don't think they're going to take the Solitude, but... Alright, I took Dahlia. You can go. Alright, what about this then? I got one for you. Here's a Nogger's Jam. Put the Nodders over Noble. Oh, well, it's got Petty Theft, so I can't do that. Haha, I drew a land. XD, XD. Alright, chat, give me a land. Give me a land. Am I even going to do it if I draw a land? I guess I probably will, right? Guess I'll probably do it if I draw a land. Honestly, bullshit that people play real decks versus you on Dodo Day. Yeah. Kind of unfair. Makes life a lot harder. Alright, my turn. My turn. Land. Oh boy. We're doing it. We're doing it. I mean, it's gotta be good, right? I have a 3-3 in play and they have nothing. Because then I can sack the captain if they go for an outburst. I mean, they're at 8, right? Yeah, I guess I'll just go for it. I guess I'll just go for it. Bang. Light them up. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. They have Fury can be sketch. Yeah, that's true. They usually don't play Fury, though, right? Did we do the thing? Did we do the thing? It's been a while since I've cast Armageddon. It's been a while since I've casted Armageddon. Been a while since I cast an Armageddon. Doomwake wins. They're off it. They are off it. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, Prelate's good. Let's bring in that card. Draenith Magistrate's good. Holy shit, we have a lot of sideboard cards for this matchup. Ending bad. Oust bad. What the hell else is bad? We've got 5 cards. Do you cut Colin? Oh no, Skyclave's bad. Yeah, Skyclave is dog shit. Maybe Trim a Call. This looks good, right? I like the Solitude. I want to keep all the combo pieces. Yeah, this is good. You want to cut a Giver? The nice thing about Giver is it protects from Borrower. Because they're going to have a lot of Borrowers, right? I kind of like all the Givers. Would you rather cut a Giver than a Call? Yeah, I guess the thing is, they don't really ever have an opportunity to bounce the Kirin before you put the Conjuring on the stack. So, like, borrowing a Kirin is kind of whatever. Sure, I guess that's fair. I'll buy that. Can we play a turbo version of this with Wraith, Bauble, Wraith, and Traverse? Maybe? But, like, is that better than just playing Vile, Hierarch, and Call? You get a lot more utility out of Call, I think. Cut Solitude Forgiver. I actually like Solitude quite a bit. Especially against Grief, because like you can get to a spot where if they grief you, you can Solitude the Grief, so it's exiled, and then you have a Solitude in your graveyard for when they cast Living End. Solitude actually seems insane against them. Sans... We have Call for a hate piece, but is that good enough? Turn 1 Vile, turn 2 Vile and Noble, play Call. I mean, it's really good if we just draw spells. If we just draw any, like, literally any spells, right? I'm gonna try it. We're up a game. It's fine. Like a traditional deck, absolutely not. Yeah, that's fair. You're more all in on the, turning on Traverse. Yeah, I gotcha. Street Wraith, Bauble, that kind of stuff. But like, even if you have Wraith, Bauble, Fetch on one, you still can't Traverse. So you have to like do it on two. It's an interesting idea for sure. Interesting idea for sure. Right, yeah, I can Violent Vinia. Ooh. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. I might just cast that on two now. Maybe. Yeah, because I don't want them turn 3 living ending. Because they could have subtlety, but. Or they could just grief this. Right, they could just grief it. The risk main deck, if you go Bubbles, keep playing the Spirit for 0 every season. And just keep blowing up their lands every turn. That's kind of hot. I don't mind it. Ooh, we could Elf Sprawl. Kind of in on Elf Sprawl. Alright, let's just cast Draenith. Forests. Let's see if they have the subtlety. They do. Well, that sucks. I mean, to be honest, there was no way around that, right? If I cast Call, then they just cycle, play Living End. And, you know what I mean? Not really a way I can fight that. They didn't cycle, though. I mean, I can maybe beat a 4-4 and a 3-3. Oh, they just don't have a land? Okay, well, that's good. That's pretty good. Let's go this. Pass? Yeah, just pass. I guess I could have attacked for 1, right? Like, end step e-call. I might just get another hate piece. Just get another hate bear. Get like a prelate. Or I guess it's probably better to get Ranger Captain, right? Yeah. It's def better to get Ranger Captain. Because that's a hate piece and half of the combo. Dude, Ranger Captain is unreal against them. It's a combo enabler and also just they can't beat it. It's just a time walk. It's actually sick. You want to fetch Kirin? Yeah, but like I'd rather just be super safe, right? I'm actually going to upkeep the vials. They can't even respond to it. You know what I'm probably going to do this game? I'm probably just going to cast a Conjurant for, like, X equals 6. I think I'm going to do that. Probably just going to make a 6/6. Alright, he's off it. Easy. Man, this hand's so close. Just ship it. Fine. Okay, this is, I guess, an acceptable 5-card hand. Just put back 2 lands, right? Yeah, I put back 2 lands, lead on Giver. Actually, I probably still lead on Hierarch. Yeah, I'll lead on Hierarch. Wait, was this the Grief Scam opponent? I don't remember. Maybe? Fetching Forest is fine. Less so if they kill this. I wanted to make sure I double white if they killed this. That's why I got the Temple card. Fatal Push. I think this is the Grief Scam opponent. How good's our Grief Scam matchup? Inquisition. Fresh out of targets. Alright, let's draw Ranger Captain of Eos. Yeah, this is the Grief Scam opponent. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, Nodders is probably done, right? It's not really a Nodders song. Dothy Voidwalker. I should have fetched first, but I would like to draw a land. I was gonna say I'm in a spot where lands are good draws and spells are good draw. I found the one spell that's not a good draw. Oh, sure. What do you have? Flagstones? Or just like, yeah, I gotcha. Just being able to fetch lands after. Yeah, that makes sense. The heck? Oh, they really just wanted to land that badly? Well, yeah, I got super punished for F6ing. Freakmaw, huh? Resort Companion. Is Armageddon modern legal? You just have to work for it. You just have to work for it. Heavy is the weight. That's not bad. It's not a bad draw. I think I'm probably just going to get a Ranger Captain. Shit. So my options include Solitude, Pitch, Call, or just call for a 1-drop. I guess it's better to call for a Noble Hierarch in case I draw Kirin. So I think I'm going to do that. Like, I guess they get to keep this in play, but yeah, let's do this. Alright, get assault, dude. They're also at 9. Stone Forge Mystic. Whatever. Do it. Okay. Black-white scam deck. This stops the This stops the rebound on Ephemerate. This card they can't possibly beat. Rest in peace, no. Prelate. These cards are like kind of medium. Lavinia's pretty good. Stops grief. Stops grief altcast, right? Knight of Autumn against Stoneforge. Deputy's also pretty good against Stoneforge. I think this might be a matchup I want to cut Vial. I think this might be an out Vial matchup. Because I just need all my cards to have pretty high impact, you know? Really? Well, the problem I have with Vial, especially, here's the thing, right? You get into this situation when you have Aether Vial versus Grief Ephemerate, where you play Vial, and they Grief Ephemerate you, and they take 2 creatures, and now you're down a card because your Vial's gone. You know what I mean? What's up, Green Sky Dragon? So, like, that's kind of my issue with keeping Violent against Grief Ephemerate. Because you're just always down so many cards. And you can't afford to play a Vial on 1 and get 2 cards discarded, and then you just have no resources left. You know? I want to cut them all. I don't want Vial in my deck. I think it's just bad. Like, maybe that's sacrilege, but it just seems bad in this matchup. Like, maybe there's other stuff I could cut. I guess, is Thalia good against them? Thalia's pretty bad against Stoneforge Mystic, right? Maybe Thalia's worse than Vial. So I guess we could do this. Just keep in the Vials. This looks okay. Maybe like 1 Revoker for Stoneforge. Trim 1 Vial. So it's probably okay, right? Yeah. Sanctifier? What does Sanctifier do against Stoneforge? And, like, it doesn't stop Grief Ephemerate. I don't really know what Sanctifier is accomplishing. Man, having a mulligan against these decks is just so tough. Yeah, I mean, this is how their deck wins, right? I just have 2 non-functional hands enough to mold a 5. Trying to think how I want to play this game. Kind of want to just keep lands, give her Hushbringer to make their Grief Ephemerate less effective. I think I'm going to do that. Blocks Cauldron and Batterskull pretty well. It doesn't block Cauldron, it still has Trample. I mean, it blocks 2 of the damage, but it's not really good against Cauldron. Sure, it blocks, I guess. It technically blocks. It's not a bad draw. Sunshine Ghost. If one doesn't have Stoneforge on 2, they never win. Agreed, yeah. But you know they do. They kept 7. Fatal Bush. Black. I declare no blocks. I mean, if I draw a Ranger Captain, I probably still win this game. Have Armageddon someone yet? Oh yeah, we did it against Living End. Grief Ephemerate Reanimator I streamed a couple days ago. I wouldn't play that deck, Alias. It was quite bad. Grief just sucks. Just please don't play Grief. We tried that deck yesterday. It was not good. Just don't put Grief in your deck. I like how they took the damage and then end of turn the Fatal Push as if something was going to change because I had no cards in my hand. What, dude? Come on. What the hell are you doing, opponent? Bait Actor? Hmm. The combo is you play Celestial Kirin, which is a 4-mana 3/3 that says whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, destroy all permanents with that spell's mana value. And then you play Ugin's Conjurant, which is a spirit creature that has X in its mana cost. So if you play Ugin's Conjurant for 0, it is a spirit, so you destroy all permanents with 0 mana value, which happens to be lands. Alright, you win, dude. Sand's insane. I mean, the second Kirin's kind of eh, but Vile into Noble plus Thalia is pretty sick. Yep, we got scammed. Kind of hate getting scammed. I mean, it looks badass to get Live the Dream, the triple described, I agree, deserves. Yeah. It's just, the problem is, when you're playing a deck, when you're designing a deck that has Grief and Ephemerate, and you do the thing and still cannot beat a single copy of Urza Saga with how ubiquitous Urza Saga is in the format, it's just like, you just can't do that. Ooh, is Armageddon good against Tron? Well, we have to find the thing. If we don't find the thing, then we can't do the thing, but... Well, I mean, it's a coin flip. If I draw Conjurant, I'm gonna win. And if not, then we're not looking so hot. Alright, tilt. Did not draw the Conjurant. I'll never lose, you'll never win. Tilt, tilt, tilt. We have one more turn. Yeah, that's true. They can't cast Karn Liberated. They can cast Wormcoil Engine. I mean, how do we beat a Wormcoil Engine, right? Pray. Yeah. X Rakix coming in with a tier 1 sub. Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Karn the Great Creator. Okay. Well, Conjurant still probably wins. They got a bridge, which they can't cast. Alright, Conjurant, 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 Conjurant. Ranger Captain and Call also do it. Fuck. Yeah, kill your Karn. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Bridge is beatable? Well, yeah, but like... I'm not necessarily worried about the bridge. I'm worried about their follow-up, you know. Because now they have Karn mana. It's not the bridge I'm concerned with. It's whatever this play is. Because they're not going to play bridge this turn. Yeah, it just destroys all permanents, not just non-land. It says destroy all permanents with that spell's mana value. So you can even, like, if you have a Kirin and a Conjuring and you need to blow up 2s, you could play the Conjuring for 2. You know, you get some flexibility there. It's not only just Armageddon. And I'm sure that there's situations where you do it for some other value. Not very many, but alright, so they can't even play the O-Stone. Alright, so we get one more shot at it. We get one more shot at it. Please. 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 I'm gonna Finn. I'm gonna Finn, chat. Come on, one time. Please. I'm just debating if I want to take this up to 4. 4 is better if they blow up my Kirin, and then I can end of turn violin the other Kirin. 4 does nothing else, though. I think it's pretty relevant to have it on 4. I think it's pretty relevant. Alright, one time. Fuck! Alright, I'm gonna start holding lands. Man, that's sad. Sedge. 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 Fine. And we have a lot of Conjurants. You know, we have, what, 10 copies? No, 11 copies, because we have 4 Captains, 4 Calls, 3 Conjurants. Yeah, we just brick 3 times in an 11-outer. It's kind of tough. What'd they get? What'd they get? Why doesn't it show... Did they just misclick? I think they misclicked. Oh, well, I can kill their Karn. Yeah, that still does it. We have to find a way to beat the bridge, but yeah, I can kill their Karn. I guess we could beat the bridge with Hierarch. Just attack 10 times with the Hierarch. Done. I mean, there's no reason to float. Whatever, who cares? Go. Got him! And also, if they don't have a land, then this gets to attack. So, yeah, right. If they don't have a land, then this gets to attack, right? So, all right. Well, I thought I only had 3 draw steps at it, but we had 4 apparently, and we hit on the 4th one. Okay. They have Dismember. They can't play on 1 mana spell because of Thalia. Oh yeah, they can't even play Dismember. But they probably have a star or something. You got me off guard and now I'm stuck. Do I want to do that for 0 again? I could wait to cast it for 3. Oh, because it kills the bridge. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I should have played that for 3. I completely forgot about that. Whoops. Yeah, I should have played that for 3. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I could have attacked with the Kirin this turn. Yeah, that was awful. I should have 100% did that. Yeah, because they're just dead next turn. I mean, they're probably dead anyways, but I forgot. We just talked about that, and I just forgot about it. We literally just talked about that. Well, that was dope. Need to splash more blue for T-West to tutor up Conjurant. Now we're talking. Ooh, what if we go Saga for map? Saga for map for T-West for Conjurant. Lavinia Revoker Prelate. You like Prelate? Lavinia Revoker, yes. What do you like Prelate against? You just name one? Just cut off their cantrips? Probably want some answers for Bridge, right? Like Knight or Deputy. Oh, on 7? I guess you could also name 8, right? Ending, oust. Like, how many Wormcoil answers do I want to keep in? I want some number of stuff for Wormcoil. Is this it? This is where we're at? Giver kind of sucks, right? What if I kept in a Solitude to be able to tutor for to kill Wormcoil, and that's it? Just not having the ousts. And then bring in Prelates? That's 60. What do you think about that? Well, isn't it better just keeping the Solitude because we have 5 copies of the Solitude? Playing Spatial now? What do you want Giver over, though? Is Giver better than any of these cards? This looks pretty clean to me. I think I like this. You know you deserve this. Dude, this deck is so much fun. Dude, I'm in love with this deck. I wonder if there's a way to, like... I wonder if we can make this better. Because, man, this is a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of blowing up lands. Oh, say this sketch. I think we just go to 5. Yeah, I can't keep this. Okay. Okay. The same place. I'm definitely putting back Solitude. Did I just put back Kirin? I mean, I think keeping Kirin over Prelate is higher upside. Or... what if I put back Revoker and just go Hierarch into Prelate on 7 and then just hope to peel Conjurant land? Like, on turn 2, I guess I could always just... I guess I could Revoker Karn, which is kind of the same thing as Prelate. Not sure which one of these is better. I guess if I put back this and draw another 1-drop, then I can double spell on turn 2, so maybe that's the difference? Sure, I'll buy that. It's better if I draw a second Hierarch. See? 5-head. 5-head. They just have Au Naturel? Do they have the Au Naturel? Would you name Karn or I guess it's just Karn, right? Which Karn though? Probably Liberated. I think that one's scarier. Is it though? Because we just have 5 mana sources. But I guess if I go Kirin Armageddon and they just kill my Kirin, then I can't win. I think I'm gonna name Liberated. I'm gonna name Big Karn. Big Daddy Karn. Karn the Great Content Creator. Alright, they do have the Natural. Alright. Chat. It's only a 3-outer this time, but 3-outer. Alright, didn't hit. Didn't hit. Next turn, it's an 11-outer, but... kind of want to hold my land. I mean, nah, if I do the thing, it's just game over anyways, so no point in holding my land. Okay, that's not Eugene. I was really scared about Eugene this turn. So we want to dodge Wormcoil, I think. I don't give a shit about that. Don't give a shit about that. Alright, 11 outer, chat. 11 outer, here we come. Prage. 11 outer. Damn it. Damn it! So I go to 11. This might have actually been a good draw, though. Yeah, probably not. Go. Maybe their hand's just all Karns. Just oops all Karns. There's no way, right? There's no way I give them this much time and they just brick. That's bad. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that's horrible for me. That's really bad. That one is really bad for me. It's not good. It's not good. Well, okay. No, Conjuring still wins. Maybe. Conjuring's still probably good. Or, yeah, actually, 11 outer. We're still good. Yeah, we're still good. 11 outer. See? Done. Bang. Get them out of here. They're all gone. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. Attack. They're all dead. They're all dead. Now you get a star. Should have fetched there, but whatever. Deck. They're all dead. We could still lose this game. Well, no, because they played Forest, right? Yeah, I don't think we can lose now. Maybe they have Dismember? Spatial Contortion, perhaps? No, they can't Contortion. Innovator, what's up, Mark? Coming back with the 8 months. How you doing, buddy? What is up? Attack. Plummet? Dude, if I get plummeted, maybe run afoul. All their lands are dead. They're all gone. Put them in the trash. Put them in the trash. Yeah, they gotta run afoul too. Get the GGs. The lands, they're all gone. I have not played yet. What's opponent got? Oh no. We entered the Hammer Time bracket. I think we're in the Hammer Time bracket. Oh, not Hammer Time. No, I'm gonna crash after this. I'm gonna get some food, then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I am exhausted. It's been a long stream. Storybook Brawl. I've heard good things about that one. I've heard good things about Brawl. I haven't played it myself, but I've definitely heard good things. We have 4 main deck EE. Oh, for the Hammer Time matchup? Yeah, that's true. Well, assuming we have enough time to get there, but They are not playing Hammer Time. Wait. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, are we just playing against our Dono deck? That would have been sick. Tarmogoyf. Alright, you get a Tarmogoyf. Be nice to draw some non-land cards. That'd be cool. We drew some non-land cards. How many lands are in this deck, by the way? I feel like we're flooding out a lot. 22. It's like maybe one too many with Noble and Vile, but... Oh, they're worried about the Vile? Debated. Alright, so I guess we're just not gonna draw spells this game. Bird. I kind of don't want to play this into Counterspell, because I can just Violet it next turn. Start fetching. Well, if I fetch, I don't have a green source post-Greddon, right? Maybe it's not worth it. But, like, I think keeping a green source post-Geddon is important. Maybe not. They're going to steal my Vile, aren't they? Oh, no. It's actually disgusting, too, because they can just put Lurrus in their hand and then Violet in next turn. Oh, my God. That is an absolute beating. Oh, no. Just steal my Vile. I know they have it. They're drawing 2 cards? Wow. I'm surprised at that. No Steelers in chat. We don't have a Steeler. I would have fucking snapped off that Vile. I don't even know what their hand is, but I would have snapped off the Vile. Alright, my turn. They have 7 cards in their hand? I almost want to slow roll it. The shitty thing about slow rolling it is if I slow roll it and they steal the Vile end of turn, that's really bad. I guess they just slam it. I mean, it's so likely for them to have just like 2 or 3 lands in their hand, right? And I'm not killing them that quickly. Alright, chat wants me to do it. I'll just do it. Whatever. I think it might be wrong, but if I don't do it and they have a removal spell for the Vile, it's really bad. So. That's true. We didn't come here to not do the thing. Didn't come here to not do the thing. Alright, they're fetching. You got... Consider. Okay. I guess the other thing we have to be concerned about is this giant Tarmogoyf just clapping us. Kind of feel like they have another charm in their hand. They could also just steal the Giver. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, sure. Are we favored now? I don't think so. Go. I mean, if I had a follow-up spell, I think it'd be favored, but the fact that I just have no spells. And I'm not winning the race. Just have like a Fatal Push. Yeah, you win. You win. Alright, playing against Sultai. Sultai cards. Rest in Peace seems good against Sultai cards. Maybe Sanctum Prelate. No, definitely not this one. Get out of here. Maybe Deputy. I think these cards are all kind of eh. I don't really have a lot of bad cards in this matchup, though. Most of my cards are pretty good. Like, maybe Oust is bad, but Oust also helps against Tarmogoyf. Like, the moral victory? True. I did get to get in them, so... What do you cut in these kind of, like, grindy matchups against Lurrus decks? It's not clear to me, because a lot of your cards are 2-for-1s, right? Like Ranger Captain, Skyclave... I guess that's it, but... Like, I want the removal spells, I think. Giver's good. I like Hierarch. I like Thalia. I like Call. Like, all my cards look good. I'm bringing in Prelate. Oust is usually cut. Oh, because you want to name one? Sure, that's fair. I could buy that. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Do you, like, shave on some number of calls? Hmm. Gonna cut 3 cards? Maybe Solitude? Shave on Ranger? I feel like Ranger is one of our better cards in the longer games where we're trying to grind out card advantage, right? Yeah, we could also shave a land, because I think this deck's over by 1 land. I'm down to cut a land. Let's do, like, cut a Solitude. Let's cut... just cut one of these, right? We have no blue cards in our deck. And then... Alright, I'll shave a Ranger Captain. We'll do that. We did, in fact, not win this game. I mean, it's technically mana fixing. It's technically mana fixing, chat. That's also mana fixing. Is there a reason to deploy the flagstones now? Not really, right? Well, I guess if I draw another Noble Hierarch, because I'm going to take this up to 2. Sure, okay, I guess I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, Call, too. Call's a good reason. Call's actually probably a better reason. Booble. Booble. What you got? Just play a Tarmogoyf. What's the worst that could happen? Just play a Tarmogoyf. Ass Trophy. Deal. I'll take that all day. I will take that all day. Let's actually leave the Force in the deck. Nah, this is fine. Conjurant. It's kind of like a Conjurant. How do we want to play this? I kind of want to just play Kirin and not play my land. Because I don't think there's much reason to play my land. I guess the reason to play the land would be if I... No, there's no reason to play the land, right? Like, don't you want to hold the land for Armageddon? I think that's what I want to do. I can't really think of much reason to play the land. And I think I just want to be more mana efficient. Although, this is probably not resolving. I guess if they have Drawn in the Lock, they can't actually counter this. So maybe their hand's all Drowns. But they probably have Charm. Let's attack first. I'm probably just going to go for it. Yeah, fuck it, I'll jam. It's nice to be able to force them to counter this and not get the draw 2 with it, you know? When they obviously have to counter this. Unless they have a removal spell for this, but... If they kill this, then I just get a Giver. And then I can play Giver, next turn play Kirin. Stoneforge begin this deck are not enough slots. The deck's really tight on space. I don't really know what you would play it over, you know? Alright, go. It's really hard to find room for stuff, you know? It's like a good backup plan. Oh. Good thing I don't have 3s. I didn't realize that was a spirit. Okay, sure. Did not realize that was a spirit. Not that it makes a difference, but... Fatal Push. Okay. Think Ranger is probably better the turn before sacrificing Ranger to stop counters is a common play. Okay, that's fair, because you could have, like, proactively sack the Ranger before you go for Kirin. Yeah. Because you, like, put the Kirin in your hand, then you sack the Ranger, play the Kirin, play that thing. Yeah. That makes sense. Snapcaster, Fatal Push. Alrighty. You have a 2-2. Oh, that's perfect. Because now we can play this before playing the Kirin in case they have Drown. So they have to counter this. If they have Drown. Also, Flagstone's Rest in Peace combination. Am I holding the Kirin, actually? I think I'll just play it. Maybe I'm supposed to hold it, but... Playing it's better if I draw Ranger Captain. Because I don't want to have to deploy my land first. I think it's worse if I draw Ranger Captain, but could be wrong. Maybe that was a spew. Sure. I am okay with that. I guess they're just going to try and make a board wide enough to beat an Armageddon. Yeah. But, like, if we draw Ranger Captain, it should be good enough. Or we could draw basic planes. Alright, deck. Cut a land, still flooding out. Cut a land, still flooding out. Sedge. No blocks. Alright, Ranger. Are we playing defense with the Kirin? I think we are. I mean, this might just get countered, but... I almost wonder... Okay. Guess it's not resolving. 13, 3, 5, 7, block. Yeah, I think I gotta play defense. Sucks. Man. It's gonna fire up the hall. So we chump the hall, take 3. Why didn't they attack with the Luris? There's no chance I'm blocking here. No chance in hell. That was a free attack. They should have realized I'm never blocking here. Oh. Okay. That's actually not bad, because that kills the Luris, and then I can kill the Snapcaster Mage. And then I can take a hit from the Hall. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I get 10. I can just take 9 and go to 4? Yeah. Just take 9. They have to spend their entire turn firing up. I mean, they obviously have to do that. I mean, the Hall's irrelevant as long as we draw, you know, a Call, a Captain, or a Conjurant. Right? We just take 7 and then move on with our life. Just gonna take 9. Yeah, no blocks. Alright, we got one more shot at it, chat. One more shot. Dealer. How about a Giver of Runes? I mean, that's a chump blocker. The question is, can I afford to trade Skyclave for token or just go to 2? I guess I could just go to 2, right? So attack with the Kirin. Yeah, I think attack with the Kirin's fine. Because I'm not blocking with it. Considering attacking with the Skyclave too, that's a little bit riskier if they find land plus push. But it does put them on a 2-turn clock. Actually, I think I was actually supposed to attack with... yeah, I think that was actually a good attack. Because that puts them to 5. Right, if they don't have a land, they fire this up, attack, I chump block here, then I have 5. If I draw a 0, they're just dead. I guess a 0 just kills them anyways, right? But... it's been a tight game. This has been a tight game. Yeah, it's been a nice game. So they're going to make me chump with the Giver. The question is, do they attack with the Illusion token? Okay. Block. Come on, dealer. Come on, dealer. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Done. They're all dead. As I said before, they're all dead. And you are too. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, game 3. Let's go. This deck is so dope, dude. I love this deck. Oh, Punk is not dead. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Holding E-Call to beta Hall activation and dodge charm. Well, when I played the E-Call, they didn't have the Hall in play, right? Because I could have sworn that they played Hall 2 turns after I played the call. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be misremembering things. This hand kind of sucks. I think I want to ship this. Okay, this hand is fucking nuts. Holy shit. What the hell do I put back? Do I just put back Vial? This hand is absurd. I think I put back Vial, right? I could also just put back Hierarch. Yeah, I'm thinking Vial. I'm thinking Vial. This hand is nuts. This hand is absolutely busted. Vial lets you do things post-Geddon. Well, so does Hierarch, right? Hierarch is higher upside, though, because I can just go for it on 3. Just, like, do the thing. Not that I want to jam on 3. You know, depends on what they do, obviously. Oh, that's sick, too, because now I can go Giver plus Rip on 2. Man, this draw is nuts. Why do we need this Rip? I mean, it shuts off so much of their deck, right? One of the other things, too, is they have Tarmogoyf, and I think the big issue with, like, trying to set up an Armageddon is if you Armageddon them with a Goyf in play, sometimes you just fall behind on board. So, like, you really want to make sure that you can neutralize their Goyf prior to doing the thing. You know what I mean? It's very important to be able to handle Goyf, I think. Playing this first so they can't drown the Giver. Although, if they had drown, they would have just killed the Hierarch. Have they shown us drown? No, not yet, but they've shown us Goyf. Island. So they're going to hold up Charm? Well, it's not going to cast my thing. Alright. Touche. Oh. Are they tapping mana? I like to see them tapping mana. Unless they're, like, stealing something with Charm. They could be stealing a Hierarch. That's less good for me. Fatal Push. Okay. Also less good for me. Not the best draw. I'm just going to hold the Conjurant. Could just play it as a 3-3, but it's kind of bad if they let it push. Missing their land drop. I'm kind of in on that. I mean, I'm not going to jam into 3 mana, right? I don't think so. I'm just going to wait. I'll wait it out. We'll sit here for a little bit. I will say this is a little awkward. So, like, if you have Rest in Peace in play and you do the thing, you don't get a mana back. I don't know how relevant that is, but it is something to consider, you know? Yeah, just put Lurrus in your hand. What's the worst that could happen? Just put Lurrus into your hand. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, that's true. I did do the Torpor of Snapcaster Mage thing earlier. Sure. I'm just going to keep casting Divinations and keep discarding to hand size. Alright, they found a land. Just tap mana, please. Just tap some mana. Do something. Play a Tarmogoyf, I don't know. Alright, word. Word up. just gonna keep sitting here attacking you for 1. I'm not doing anything. Oh, I can cast that. Oh. I fucked up. I should have played Thalia pre-combat, because if it resolved, I wouldn't get attack with Giver. I mean, there's no way Thalia's resolving, right? I can also just hold it. So there's a nice thing I could do, whereas if I get to 6 mana, I could bait with Thalia, see if they counter it, and then play the Kirin. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wait a turn. Because I think if I draw a land, this is better. I think I can bait a counterspell with the Thalia. If I draw a land, that is. What are they casting? Abrupt Decay on Rest in Peace. Okay. You got it. Now my Flagstones works. Pog. Would Teferi be good? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a good splash card. It's a good card against control decks. Okay. I mean, they haven't shown us a 2-mana counterspell yet, right? I guess I could just lead on Thalia and then ending the Goyf. Let's just do that. Yeah, I like that play. Because if they have a 2-mana counterspell, they have to counter it now. Kill the Goyf, play a Giver, just ship it. Go. Now I'm not attacking. Now I want to protect Thalia. And see, this is going to be a situation where if we get to get in them, we can even beat a large Goyf because we have 2 Givers. I guess the issue with this line is now we don't have a bait spell if we draw a land. Main phase Ice Fang. Okay. So they're probably dead if they don't have a land. Because they can't... Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. 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 Think we got him. Think we got him. Counterspell? No, they played a Snapcaster Mage. The 2-1 that could. I think we're ahead. Something tells me we're ahead. They also couldn't cast Counterspell because we had a Thalia in play. They only had 2 mana. Doomwake wins the match. We have won 3 matches with this deck. My hand's good. My hand's good. Is this the hammer time? We think it's hammer time once every league, so it's got to be... Oh, not hammer time. Okay. Rix of Shadow, maybe? That is a very interesting draw step. I think I'm still leading on Vial. And I think I'm going to do it off of basic planes. Yeah. If that was a Ragavan, I probably would have just killed it, but I think I can let them have this for a turn. What's the combo? The combo is Celestial Kirin, which says 3/3 flying whenever you cast a Spirit or Arcane spell, destroy all permanents with that spell's mana value. And Ugin's Conjurant, which is a spirit creature that has X in its mana value. So if you cast it for X equals 0 and trigger the Kirin, you destroy all permanents with 0 mana value. That is the combination. Alright, let's lean on this. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, to play around Drown in the Loch, I actually could have cast it for X equals 2 off of an untapped Temple Garden. And I maybe should have done that to play around Drown. Thankfully, I didn't have the Drown, but... Is no mana value count as 0? What do you mean? Splice on Arcane for 1? Well, when you splice, you're not casting. I don't know what you're asking. Alright, we're gonna draw the key. Are we gonna draw it? Oh, chat. It's too good. It's too good. Alright, your turn. Didn't quite have the Thalia too, but you know. This deck is so good, dude. Oh, it's so good. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, give me more of this deck. Just keep it coming, man. This deck is so sick. So sick. Go. Can do it again. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a turn. I'm definitely gonna Skyclave this turn, but I could do it again if I wanted to. Which they almost certainly can't beat, right? I don't know where this deck is on the meme dream scale. Maybe it's both. Don't let your memes be dreams. Or don't let your dreams be memes. Perhaps. Drown in the Loch. Alright, fine. It's dead. It's dead. 3, 4. I'm actually 1 point short of killing them, because I can get a Hierarch with this. That's 5 damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna Skyclave. No. So they go to 3, and then I can just go Ranger Captain for Giver. Get the Giver. Go. Just get Ballista. Maybe there should be 1 Ballista in this deck. There probably should just be 1 Ballista in this deck, right? Like, is there a reason not to play 1 Ballista if you're playing Ranger Captain? It's kind of free, right? Just as a Miser's one of. Alright, playing against Grixis Shadow. Grixis Shadow, huh? A lot of cards that could be good. Like Rip. The cards that I'm looking at are Rip, Prelate, Sanctifier. And I think that's it. Yeah, see the cards I just said. What do you cut against Grixis Shadow? Oust is pretty good against the Death Shadow. Really, you want to cut Oust against Shadow? You're giving them 3 life. Isn't Oust just nuts? Just like, oust your Croxa, you gain 3 life, kill your Shadow. No, I know, I gotcha. Spike said only 1 Conjure is best. He's wrong, I think. I mean, I could see playing 4 copies, because, like, there are some games where you just do that thing. You just go turn 1 Hierarch, turn 3 Kirin, and just have the Conjuring in your hand, you know? Yeah, see, this is, I think, a matchup where I actually want to cut Vial. I know people, like, I don't know. I want to cut Vial. I just don't like Vial in matchups like this. My cards are so good. Maybe I cut a call? Like, trim on this stuff, maybe? It's insane, can't ever cut it. What do you want to cut instead, though? All my cards are nuts. Try this. Well, the thing is, you really have to be able to kill Murktide Regent, because I can see Murktide Regent being an issue, because it's one of the cards that can come down pretty early before you Armageddon, and that's a huge problem. Because if they put a Murktide Regent before you Armageddon and you have Prismatic Ending in your hand, your Armageddon's just like worthless. Because you always have to be able to kill Murktide, right? Cut the 2 Oust, Prismatic Solitude, and a land. You don't want to cut all of your interaction, though. The interaction's good. Like, having 1 Solitude in your deck to be able to tutor for is good. I'm gonna keep this, I think. I think it's good. Yeah, they've all been super fun. Today's been awesome. DRC. I'm not going to Solitude that. I'm just going to play this tapped. Okay. It's a lot of DRCs. It's a lot of DRCing. Okay. That's actually not a bad draw. I'm just going to play Plains and Pass. Good chance I EOT call for a Kirin. And then maybe untap and play Skyclave. Try to bait out a counterspell that way. Just doing nothing, huh? Alright, let's guess this. Does it resolve? Seems like they are countering it. Smoge. Smoge. Oh, they're letting it resolve? Just get Kirin, right? Yeah. Get the Kirin. Yeah, I guess I could play Ranger Captain, which also gets around Unholy Heat, but it's a little bit worse if they have Bolt, because I don't get to kill something. I mean, I could Ranger Captain first. I could also just Prelate first. Actually, isn't that best? What if I just Prelate here? The fuck do they do? They can't drown because I have no cards in my graveyard. Yeah, what if I just Prelate? I'm just gonna cast Prelate. Yeah. That's gotta be way better. Remember. 1. Go. Shuts off everything. And my eyes close. So their only castable spells right now are Drown, Bauble, Shadow, Channeler Ragavan. Like, there's not much, right? Like, what the heck's in their hand? Now I'm gonna Ranger Captain. Now I can play it slow. Because they're just not doing anything. Probably get a Giver. Or I could just get Hierarch. Sure, I'll get a Hierarch. Why would you get a Conjuring? I already have one. Do I need it, though? Like, they're playing out other lands. They're not sandbagging lands. And I just want the ability to, like, give myself my 4th land drop if I keep missing land drops, you know? Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm just gonna play a Hierarch. I can't kill it. I'm just gonna pass. And once I get in, I still have Solitude for this. Like, I can just get in and then Solitude it. Oh, they can drown this. Okay, this might have been bad. I forgot that they didn't... Oh, okay. Yeah, this probably was bad then. I forgot that they couldn't cast the drown. Yeah, this might have been bad. Because I actually gave them a target for drown. Now they have iteration. Oh, but now I can just cast Solitude. Yeah, I can just Solitude right now. Exile the Ranger Captain. And I want to do this now before they play a fetch land, so they can't make the shadow bigger in response. Because this gets 2 things. Bang. Still only 3 cards in my graveyard, so they can't drown the Kirin. I guess Dress Down is a little dicey, because they can Dress Down in response to the Kirin. Okay, well now they don't have Dress Down up. So now it's just land and we win. Just need a land. Remember all those times that we got flooded? How did you kill 2 things? So they were at 11. They gained 3 life off the Channeler, and the Shadow became 0 power. Alright, land. Land! I mean, even if I don't draw a land, I'm still in a pretty good spot, right? Like, we can just do this. That's a pretty good turn, right? Seems like a pretty good turn. Seems like a pretty good turn to me. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Hierarch for Kirin, which they can't drown now because there's no graveyard. So now their drowns don't even work. Sure. Sure. I guess they could find a Shadow here, but I think we can beat a Shadow. Honestly, it's possible. It's possible I shouldn't have attacked last turn. I just thought about that. I wonder if not attacking was good last turn. Is that 2/5 ed? Maybe that's 2/5 ed. A box. The Flagstone's non-bow. It is a bit of a non-bow. I will say that. Alright, cast this one. Cast this one. Bang. Light them up. 4-1. Let's go. Let's go. That was dope. That was